So one of the first things I want to point out is that I love your feedback. Thank you so much when it came to especially the Thoth video that I had posted, when it came to my audio levels being off. I'm new to all this, and honestly, I a little self-disclosure, I hate music so much. I actually withdrew from my college music course just because it didn't jive well with me. But with that said, at least when it comes to me and my vocals and how much gain I use and background noise and interference, I want these videos to present as being professional. So I caved in and I bought a roughly $120, $130 Maono microphone that is an XLR class microphone that is an upgrade from my Maono USB microphone. Does it make a difference? Does it work? Was it worth the almost $200 coupling that purchase with my hub or mixing box that obviously you have to buy to transfer that analog XLR signal to that USB signal that goes to the computer? Well, let's find out today. All right, so the first thing I want you to notice is that I already am using a 8 decibel gain associated with this microphone just to get it in the sweet spot where people can actually hear me at almost a normal level. And then once I'm in DaVinci Resolve, usually I have to add another 10 decibels. That, of course, distorts the background noise a little bit more, that frequency sound that you hear in the background, which is the major complaint I've been hearing when it comes to responses from YouTube viewers. Okay, well, this current Maono microphone is a USB version of almost the same product right here. The only real major difference is that obviously the size of the microphone is slightly larger. And of course, this new one offers both a USB and a XLR class capability. As you can see, I got this microphone for about $129. And it comes with pretty much everything that you need to get started without the mixer box. And of course, this microphone is designed for podcasting. So hopefully when it comes to the differences between the cheaper entry-level model and this more expensive XLR class model, you're definitely going to hear the difference when it comes to that level of decibels. And as you can see right here, right, it can go up to about 130 decibels. As long as the speaker is about 2 to 4 inches away from the microphone. And of course, they're promoting their own app that you can use with this product, which isn't completely necessary. Like I said before, I use OBS for most of my creative projects. Personally, from my experience, I do not like boom arms. To be honest with you, it's kind of a distraction, something dangling. I'm not completely steady in its place. That's constantly swinging in front of you. I much prefer something just on my desk in front of my face. But of course, to each their own when it comes to what their needs are. Again, for those of you that are new to audio recording, the USB isn't really that major of a difference, honestly. If you're going to do a lot of post-creative editing when it comes to audio levels, then of course you're going to go with this XLR standard recording option. I personally don't like to use headphone jacks just because typically anything analog, you hear that interference on a regular basis from various other electronics in the room or all around you. All right, so when it comes to the AI bot that looks at the customer reviews from Amazon, customers are currently saying that they like the sound, build, and microphone quality of the product. They mention it's a sturdy microphone with an all-metal construction, does its job as a dynamic mic, and is easy to use. And of course, a great value for the money. And as you can see currently on Amazon, out of 215 global ratings, it has a 4.6 out of 5-star review. And it comes with some additional options as well, just like a digital knob for gain, a tap to mute button, and of course a LED monitor to let you know that it's on. All right, but don't forget, right? If you're going to buy something like this, you're going to have to buy the mixing box. That's if you choose the XLR option. All right, and so pretty much any type of mixing box will work. I call it a mixing box. Let's see what this company calls it. So this is the Focusrite Bowcaster 2 podcasting interface for recording host and guest. Has 2 microphone inputs and 2 headphone outputs with auto gain, enhance, and mute options. And of course is powered by your actual computer itself, which also transfers the data through that same cable, that USB Type-C cable. All right, and so this was the selling feature for me. So you have some of these boxes that do auto amplification and others that are more of like a passive gain. So this claims to offer about up to 70 decibels of gain, which comparing these boxes, that was quite significant. And as you can see, no booster was needed to artificially increase the gain. I also like the form factor, how small it was. Other ones are much larger than this one. And of course, they offer you a lot more options when it comes to what you're trying to use it for. So these little mixing boxes aren't just for podcasting. They're also for voice acting and vocalists and people that are musicians. So I didn't need a lot of those other options that you will see from the same company. They have different mixing boxes. But please keep in mind, if you do use that XLR option, when it comes to the back of this microphone that I'm currently using, you're going to have to get this box. And as you can see, like I was talking about before, they have more advanced boxes out there, but it's just way too much for me. I'm musically disinclined. We'll just put it that way. And ironically, this same device gets 4.6 out of 5-star reviews out of 168 global ratings. When it comes to what customers are saying, when it comes to AI bot, they like the sound quality, ease of use, and functionality of the audio MIDI interface. They mention it makes their podcast sound top-notch, is user-friendly, and is simple to get started. Some appreciate the Bluetooth feature for transmitting audio through the Vocaster. Customers also appreciate the microphone control, recording capability, and the size, which I'm already noticing is pretty small. And again, friendly reminder, everybody that's listening right now, I will use the new microphone at the very end because I want to kind of show you the difference, right? So I want to give you a good sample using the separate older USB microphone I'm currently using from the same company. And then at the very end, when I say goodbye, I'm going to be using the new microphone. All right, so when it comes to just typing in a quick AI bot question when it comes to the difference between USB and XLR microphones. Of course, the connection and the ease of use is the primary difference, right? But when it comes to audio recording, USB microphones use a digital signal, while XLR microphones record audio through an analog signal. And that, of course, after going through the mixing box, becomes a digital signal. But, and here's the biggest difference, right? Don't forget when it's creating that digital codec, the USB method has to do it instantaneously, meaning that there's going to be a delay when it comes to almost like a really bad Chinese or Japanese movie where, you know, your voice doesn't match up with your mouth moving. So that's the major difference. And of course, the overall sound quality, since it has to do all that processing all at once, there's going to be background distortion. There's going to be a little bit of background noise, especially as you're trying to amplify that signal. USB microphones convert the analog signal to digital within the microphone, so there's no need for an audio interface. The XLR microphones require an audio interface to convert the analog signal to digital before it reaches the computer. USB microphones are a good choice for solo podcasters or two-person podcasts, XLR microphones are the audio industry standard and are often used by radio stations, rock bands, and podcasters who want to record multiple people. XLR microphones are also flexible and can be upgraded or expanded as needed. All right, so I chose to read from my book when it comes on becoming a parent, unlocking your theological perspective through parenting the right way, as just an audio sample when it comes to comparing the two microphones. So right now I'm on page 162 under resisting stereotypes. Resisting stereotypes. Understanding ourselves begins with a basic understanding of stereotypes. Popular culture might include comparing one's life to other families that, at first glance, appear to be more successful or subjectively happier. To these individuals who are truly subscribed to the holiday card personifications of families that they know, I usually have a rebuttal that compares their status to other families' statuses on social media pages. Typically, it's easy to start pointing out these perfect family posts throughout the week or given day with their professional photographer style photos and perceived picture perfect moments. All right, well, there you have it. So definitely worth the upgrade. It definitely makes my voice sound a little bit more professional, deeper bass, less interference in the background. And of course, it doesn't look like one of those cheap Chinese dubbed English movies where my mouth is trying to catch up to my voice. So with that said, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a like, and I will see you on the next one.